Um, I wanted to add my welcome to everybody. I've been asked by Dennis just to provide a few minutes of introduction. It's great to see, even virtually, everyone here, such a group, strong, diverse, talented group come together to continue the efforts to push our region toward more sustainable and effective management of water. That, of course, has always been the objective of the Pacific Institute, and I'm delighted to see that several of the speakers over the next couple of days are staff of the Institute or alumni of the Institute over the last few years, and that several of the projects and the ideas being discussed come out of our work and the work of many of our partners and collaborators throughout the region. I would also note that this meeting comes at a pretty good time. Tomorrow, I'm sure almost everyone here knows, marks the beginning of the new water year. So right off the bat, happy Water Year's Eve, I guess it is. The West and California have been suffering from very severe drought from over the last 2 years. And while we all hope that next year is going to bring us relief, there's no guarantee of that. You know, we're looking forward to the water year and a good water year, but we have to keep our fingers crossed and sort of look out over the Pacific and see what's coming. And this is indeed the reality of climate change now influencing our water resources. Dennis put up a graph of the temperature record. We're seeing now the influence of climate change on our water, and that's going to continue for the future. Many of the topics on the agenda for the next 2 days cover the drought, a range of strategies that we can and must implement to make the state and our region more resilient to the now unavoidable consequences of extreme events worsened by climate change. One example is the Institute's work on the opportunities and challenges of on-site water reuse that's being explored and implemented by some of Silicon Valley's largest companies, including some of the partners of the Palooza. I know that my colleague, Cora Kammeyer, will discuss this effort, including the ongoing meetings to try and bring the private sector and the public water agencies together to craft integrated and effective wastewater and reuse strategies. The reality today is that the old water strategies that we crafted and implemented in the 20th century bring great benefits to us, but they also brought unexpected costs, and doing more of what we've done in the past, in my opinion, isn't going to work. It's time to implement or expand the new approaches we've been discussing for many years, the improvements in water use efficiency that are possible, the comprehensive treatment and reuse of wastewater, smarter groundwater management, the better integration of energy and water strategies, and the application of innovative economic and technological tools. Let me offer my congratulations to Sustainable Silicon Valley for bringing this group together to push those ideas forward. Let's keep up the pressure, and may we have a really wet water year without flooding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gleick. Really appreciate your comments, and also appreciate the fact that when I asked you to do this relatively short talk, you hearkened back to Mark Twain saying that you were ready right now to speak for an hour, but 5 minutes will take you weeks in preparation. And I went through the history of that. Apparently, citations go back to Mark Twain, and others like Churchill and other people kind of took it, but you're in good stead in that regard.
Thanks.